Hello there, you are welcome to my Beautifier community youth, Uganda. I am Jamesboy Imani, Amanyire. I am a survivor of serious alcohol and drug addiction, celebrating many years of 100% sobriety by the power and grace of God. I began abusing drugs at a young age of 14 years and struggled with addiction for 10 years. So many things were destroyed as a result, and so many opportunities were lost. Addiction wasted my time and potential during the 10 years. I am grateful to God, for I believe everything happened for a purpose, and when I look back now, I have no single regret. I am a social worker and pastor, and my purpose is to reach out to people struggling with all forms of addictions, depression, and harmful lifestyle choices. I thank God that through my ministry I have seen hundreds restored and many discover their divine purpose and succeed. I am here to testify to you that it is 100% possible to overcome any type of addiction, and I would like to share with you some few tips that I applied that helped me quit for good. I believe they will be helpful to you if you apply them wholeheartedly. I will begin by first defining addiction. Addiction is any habit or lifestyle behavior that you indulge in always, which produces negative results in your life. But regardless of the problems you get after the activity, you are unable to stop doing the act. This means you most times find yourself doing that which you do not want because there is a power beyond you that pushes you to do it. The first step to determine whether you are addicted is by doing a self-assessment test. If you realize that you are hooked to a certain habit and are unable to stop regardless of a negative impact, then you are definitely an addict. Addiction destroys relationships, education, work, personal health, mood, and so on. The second step is to seek opinion of people close to you that you trust and find out what they think about you and your behavior. People around you will always notice it when something is not right. If everything proves to indicate that you are struggling with an addiction, then the best thing to do is to admit and accept that you need help. After admission, seek professional help for assistance and guidance, which includes counseling, detoxification, education, and professional medical assessment. Personally, I believe that professional help plays about 30% in total recovery, and the rest is through the power of God. The supernatural hand of God is what breaks the spirit of addiction. The medical bit and human intervention offers physical solutions to try and contain the problem, but the real power to overcome only comes from God. I compare professional help to first aid, but for full recovery and deliverance, God must be in the picture. To sustain sobriety for life, you need a power greater beyond the physical. Jesus Christ is that power. Many have tried to go sober for long periods of time, but eventually relapse if their foundation is not based on God's power. Those who truly seek God and involve Him in their fight against addiction never fall back after God delivers them. Every kind of addiction is spiritual and demonic, so the only true answer should be spiritual. The answer lies in God alone, who is spirit and truth. The blood of Jesus Christ never fails. Jesus sets you free if you come to Him now and surrender all. Let go of all human efforts and yield to Him. He will destroy every chain that is holding you in bondage. When you seek God genuinely, He reveals to you your purpose. The reason you are unhappy and hopeless is because you don't spend time with God. You are so busy with things that don't matter and forget the most important person, who is God. Without God's presence and guidance, you are left with the devil Satan to do with you whatever he pleases. Without God's power in your life, the devil's power takes over your life by default. This causes Satan's demonic spirits to dwell in you. You become a house of evil spirits and forces which begin to control your physical actions, which are meant to destroy and kill you, which include addiction, depression, suicide, sexual immorality, murder, incest, and many others. John chapter 10 verse 10 says, "Your enemy, the devil, came to steal, kill, and destroy." The permanent solution to defeat addiction is to come to God now, pray without ceasing, and relying on God always for guidance, protection, and provision. Also be intentional on the people you allow in your life and the environments you allow yourself in. Environment is not only physical places, but what you allow your eyes to see, your ears to hear, and your hands to touch. Make friends with people that help bring you closer to God, and join genuine Christian groups for spiritual growth in God. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 17 says, Now the Lord is Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Beat addiction today.
Beat Addiction Tips. Presented by Pastor Jamesboy Imani. Brought to you by my Beautifier Community Youth Uganda.